We're looking right here at a massive package of consignment watches.
It's the last watch you'll ever buy unless you want none of them.
He was like, okay, I think I feel like I'm ready for like a proper RM.
I just want something bigger.
Trexton here is our new intern, and he's already made his first sale.
That's why I don't let Andrew answer on my behalf anymore.
But I know this guy. I have a good relationship with him.
Yeah.
He needs that Pepsi.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out how to sell this guy. It seems like you're pretty set on getting that Pepsi.
We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready?
What's up, Steve?
I was calling, I've got a watch. I was going to see if you guys were interested in buying.
Okay. Yeah, shoot.
It's a 2022 white gold sub Cookie Monster, full complete set, box and papers.
Pre-owned, I assume.
Yeah, I'm almost certain it was unworn when I got it. It's really in beautiful condition. All you got to do is touch up the buckle or clasp, whatever you want to call it.
So you were wanting to sell this outright, trade, consign?
Yeah, I'm looking to sell this one outright. I found a car that I'm trying to work a deal on.
Nice. Just out of curiosity, what kind of car is it?
It's a new seed Corvette.
Oh, nice, dude. That sounds sick.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I was talking to you about buying a Cookie Monster. I bought one, and I should have bought the yellow gold, dude. So that's what I'll do.
Well,
I'm trying to get this deal done on this bet, and then I'll come back and I'll buy a yellow gold one in a month or so.
Okay. Yeah, let me do some digging on here. Do you know roughly what you're looking to get for it?
I know you guys got to make your money. I want you to make your money, but I know they're wholesaling for 30. So
Okay.
I would really like to get 30 for it. You list it for 37, and somebody buys it for 35. I think that's good for everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down, and then I'll kind of see what I can do on my end, see what's possible. But at least that gives me an idea.
So let me know.
Awesome. Thanks, Blake. Would you trade a watch for a car?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what my collection is looking like.
That's true. By the way, I don't think we've ever shown our new guy. He's Trexton. So Trexton here is our new intern. He's been working with us now for about a week, and he's already made his first sale, which is insane.
2021 Plano. Yeah, the gem dial. Beautiful, beautiful watch. And I always wanted to be in sales. I have a lot of connections that are looking for luxury timepieces as well. Just being around these guys, I'm learning a lot. And the intricacies and the technicalities when it comes to watches themselves and selling them. It's a lot of information, but I'm learning. I'm learning as fast as I can, especially with these guys around.
Trexton's killing it already, and I guess you do have a couple leads already still that were in the pipeline. So yeah, you guys need to watch. Trexton's your guy.
All right, Wolvyn fam, so we're looking right here at a massive package of consignment watches. One of my clients called me recently and was like, hey, I'm looking to do a business venture and I've got a lot of watches, too many, and I'm ready to let go of some of them. I'd love to consign them with you guys. And we started talking through. Took probably 2 hours on the phone just talking through the details of all these watches, best price points, all that type of stuff. We did buy one from him as well that he was looking to let go right now. The rest he was looking to consign. This is 12 of them. I have 6 more and some more coming as well. But we have a ton of different options. We've got a Sprite, we've got Wimbledon, we've got an OP Green, Daytona, multiple Daytonas. We have Paul Newman as well, Daytona. That one is gorgeous. It goes on and on. We've got a lot. So this is pretty cool, and just, again, part of our week. Sometimes we have clients who have really big packages and they're ready to let go. So they'll fly in and we get them taken care of. If you have any watches that you're looking to let go of, you want to consign them with us or sell them outright, we are buying. So give us a call, let us know. We'd be happy to talk you through it and even just let you know based on market what your best options are. And then swing by if you're local or if you can make a trip, because you're gonna see a lot of watches in our cases that are gorgeous pieces ready to buy.
Yo, Caleb.
Hey.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Dude, so I wanted to talk to you real quick for a second.
Okay.
So you know that client I was talking to you about that wanted the Pepsi GMT?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he started recently texting me about wanting and kind of being interested in a fluted Jubilee gem dial Datejust.
Okay.
Now that watch is beautiful, but I know this guy. I have a good relationship with him.
Yeah.
He needs that Pepsi.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out how to sell this guy.
Which watch was he originally interested in?
It was the Pepsi. This guy's from SMU. He loves the colors.
Ooh,
and
that's perfect.
this is something that he wants to wear around And I know some other guys who want it for graduation, but he wants to be the first. He wants to be the one walking around on campus already with it.
Okay.
But then he texts me about the fluted Jubilee Jim Dial Datejust, and that's hard to not sell him. But I know him. He would regret if he didn't get that Pepsi.
It's definitely like one of those watches where whenever people see it, they're like, where'd you get that?
Right.
And so, especially at a place like SMU, that might actually be pretty sick. That watch tends to be the one that everyone gravitates towards,
Right.
which is why it's worth the most whenever you end up walking away at the AD. The price goes up immediately.
Right.
So that type of watch, having it out in public is something that people are going to take notice. So Datejusts, what I would say, are something that do catch attention aside from popularity. But the Pepsi, whenever people finally kind of get a look at it, that's one where it's kind of like getting a really sick allocation from Porsche.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, where'd you get that? Like, I've been looking for that for forever. My AD never gives it to me, and that's the one.
Right. What do you think about me selling him something along the lines with the Pepsi? It's regal, but it's sporty. You could wear it out, and everybody's going to take notice. Where the Datejust, while you could still technically wear it every day, it's a little bit more elegant. And I know this guy's going to want to be showing it off.
Side?
Yeah, he's going to be on the sporty side and being able to wear it with whatever.
If he's going to be one of showing it off, that's definitely one that I would say technically just has more brownie points because of like the history behind it. I know there's a lot of people that grew up with like their grandpa having like a GMT Pepsi or something like that with photographs and all that stuff because it's been around for a while now. I think those are just some reminders, some good reminders that like, hey, value-wise, you're gonna be okay. Like, it's gonna be one of the more liquid assets that you could have in a watch. I think those are some great ideas, though.
Well, that's noted. I'm gonna text him. He should be coming in today, and hopefully we can get him leaning to that Pepsi GMT.
What else that you have that's bigger that's not Rolex, like APs and stuff?
Yeah. So
Offshores for sure.
these are definitely going to be your bigger
Golden
ones.
Tote, yeah.
This is the biggest they make. This is 44 millimeters. So similar size to the Yachtmaster and the Deep Sea. You do get the thickness still, but but it's a lot better proportion.
What year model of watch is that?
That one I believe is 2023 or 2022.
I need to check on
A
that.
newer one.
Yeah, it's got the easy release on it too, which is really nice for the strap.
So does this come with different bracelets?
That one comes with the black bracelet, I believe, in the box and the one that's on it.
Black strap, yeah.
This one here comes with this green one, and this is a green ceramic bezel with
Whoa.
a cream dial. It's really cool.
That
And-
one's unique
And
too.
it has a camo strap in the box.
How many millimeters is that watch?
Same 44. But that's a cool one because you don't see that dial hardly ever.
Like a salmon color or something.
Yeah, it's like a salmon creamy. It's
The
Honestly,
watch is almost like an homage to me to like the military look. Like
Right.
it's almost like a mil-spec watch without being a mil-spec watch.
I still like this one better.
yeah.
I like the new stuff. How much
Yeah.
does this one go for?
So that one's gonna go for 35.
Okay. What does that watch retail
And it is
for?
2022.
It's about 42 plus tax,
So if you
retail.
wanted one there, you'd have to spend more.
and you'd lose money.
True.
Yeah,
Right. Watches last forever though.
they do. They really do. Rolex and all these brands do a really good job.
It's the last watch you'll ever buy unless you want another one. That's about as big as they make them now.
Unless you wanted to go get an Arnold. The AP Offshore Arnold
I've
is
seen that
rose
on-
gold and
I've
it's
seen
like how
that
many?
on-
50?
like 48, I think.
48 millimeters is huge.
And then you could try on a 42 millimeter. This is a Royal Oak as well, but they stopped making a lot of 42 models. I think they only have a couple left. But this is F1 inspired. Has a lot of F1 materials that they utilize still.
It's like forged carbon case, ceramic and titanium bezel, super light.
This looks older.
It is.
Yeah, it is. That's a limited edition piece as well. One of how many was it? Under 500, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that one's pretty slick. Which one speaks to you most so far?
I just want something bigger
Yeah.
on the daily.
I don't know if you were considering as well. We could do a trade in as well.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that
Yeah.
too.
Did you end up deciding to stick with it and hang on to it,
I
or?
think I might hang on to it.
Okay.
You held on to it this long, might as well, huh?
I think I want to hang on to it.
Plus, like you said, that has 1,000 hours underwater.
I've had a lot of good time with that watch.
It's a long
I
time.
did not know that.
Done service on that every 6 years though.
Yeah, that's good.
Because they told me the salt water will deteriorate those
Yeah.
gaskets eventually if it gets
Eventually.
in. If it gets in.
Yeah,
That's why I bought the watch, because I knew I was going to do that with it.
yeah. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, but not as much.
Okay.
When I was younger, I was like gung-ho,
Yeah.
trying to go.
Where would you go?
I would go to the Caribbean,
Nice.
and I would go to Mexico, down in Cancun and Cozumel, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia is a good one, and then the Bahamas. And this watch was $13,750.
Yes, sir.
Let me think on it.
Okay.
Completely different than what I have.
Oh, absolutely. 2 generations more modern than what you have.
Would have thought it would have been more than that. But it's got, that glide lock is attractive because sometimes my diet, I'll swell up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you de-swell.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to have that on vacation.
Of course.
And the older stuff just doesn't work that way. Any other major differences?
Between yours and that,
Yeah.
the maxi case, like I was saying, the dimensions are different. You get the glide lock system in there. One of the biggest differences, yours has hollow links versus all of these are completely solid. That's why it feels a little more janky, a little less weight to it.
That's what I always wondered, why the weight was in the head of it
Yeah.
instead of the rest of it.
Yeah, they definitely made them a lot more robust. I've had people looking at the generation that your watch is for their budget, which I can show you one here. As soon as I hand them the difference, the 2 watches, they feel the difference. They're like,
this is
dang,
the
it's
difference
probably
in the
better to
weight.
save up and get the other one.
Wow. Well, I've got an appointment I got to get to.
Sure.
But I really appreciate you showing me.
Absolutely, no problem at all.
Awesome.
Well, awesome, Steven. Good to meet you. So that was somebody who has owned a Rolex watch for 24 years. The one that was on his wrist, he's had it for 24 years. He's been conversing with Derek back and forth about looking into a newer, little more modern watch. So today he was just here checking out all the differences between the options that Rolex and AP does. And I think he's gonna land on the Sea Dweller. He's gonna think about it, but yeah, that's super cool. The watch he was wearing has over 1,000 hours in the water. So it's really cool to see somebody that is actually utilizing their watch for what the watch was born to be, what it was made to do. That's super cool. As long as you are keeping up with the service like he did, there's no problem doing that. We'll see if he comes back for this one.
All right, everybody, so some of you remember Pete, and he came in, originally he was looking for like a 5968R. We ended up landing him in a RM10 white gold that he was really excited about. He wore it to an F1 event, really fun, but then he said literally within a matter of just a short period, it's only been about 2 months, he was like, okay, I think I feel like I'm ready for like a proper RM. Like I wanna go with the larger size, maybe some rose gold, and we started talking about options, and he was leaning towards an 1103 rose gold and titanium, and we just got him a fresh, beautiful piece that he is absolutely gonna love. There's nothing like these. This one actually is 2021 CPO from RM. The spec is fantastic, so I'm really excited to get it to him. This is one of the coolest upgrades, and this was a really exciting piece just to be able to sell and to be able to get to Pete, who I know is gonna be out his mind with it. He's gonna love it. So all that being said, we'll see if he's cool being on camera right now, and maybe you guys can see him pick it up. All right, everybody, I'm empty-handed. I just dropped off the 1103 RM with Pete. He didn't want to be on camera today, which is just fine. And listen, he was really excited about it. He loved it. I'm gonna get him probably a couple more straps just to be able to make it a little more fun, get some color, pops of color with it beyond that white one already. But listen, if you guys are looking for an RM, Wolvyn's got you covered. We can take care of you for that. We've got a lot of different clients who have tried out different RMs with us. If you want to know some more information about RMs and which one to start off with, what size might be best on your wrist, all of that, reach out to us, give us a call, come see us at our store here at the shops at Legacy. And as always, just a reminder, like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends. Thank you all for the support, and I look forward to the next time that I get to sell an RM to another one of my clients.
I'm also kind of having a hard time with the subs, just the different reference numbers. The blacks are kind of confusing to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's an iconic watch, so a lot of people I'm talking to, they're interested, and I don't want them to kind of know a little bit more than me. I want to be a little bit more educated.
You might have noticed 3 green Submariners in the display. Can you grab those for me? Those would be perfect.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Caleb, I gotta say, these things are beautiful, man.
They're sick, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, this is like the perfect little trio here, because this will show you at least 3 generations of what the Submariner looks like overall. But this will give you a more clear visual because now we're looking at green versus black, all black. But just based on your visuals right now, Can you kind of tell what the order is? It looks like you do.
Yeah. This is the Kermit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it has that kind of like that different green. It's kind of brighter. It's beautiful. And then the Hulk, the way I view it is it's got the green dial and the green bezel, like a really powerful green. Like
Green overload.
And yeah, and then the Starbucks where you have the kind of darker green than the Kermit with the black dial. And this is one of the newer models, correct?
Yeah. So this is the current model of the green Submariner. From their current lineup, this is the only one that's available. And these, they no longer make. It's important to know a few things about each different one, because for the longest time, the Submariners were 40 millimeters until they weren't. Now they've moved to 41. If we're gonna start off, we'll start off with some of the more historic sub look, which is that aluminum look, a little bit more prone to scratches, of course. It's made out of aluminum. It just kind of has like a little paint exterior on that to give you that green. For the most part, you would have some hollow links. So I don't know if you can see in between right there.
Yeah.
Just seeing the hollow links in between.
Right.
That'll be a great indication of, hey, well, this is an older watch, aside from the aluminum bezel. So there are tips like that, even for a black one, like a black sub, that you're like, you can look at the bracelet, look at the clasp as well. It's just not what it used to be.
Oh,
now
wow.
They're super solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're super solid. Before they were more of like, sort of like a stainless plate. The way it functions is still kind of like the current oyster lock, where you kind of have to pull the lever out and then pull this side, and it's kind of alternating there. But look how thin the clasp is.
Wow.
Versus like even like its successor here. Like you definitely have a much more sturdy, solid clasp versus the older one here. So minor things like that, it'll kind of give you the giveaway. So now I would say on the newer watch, the 116610, specifically for the green, the dead giveaway is that you get the green dial, because that's the only one that has the green dial. But if you're looking at it from like a black on black Submariner to the current one, probably one of the main cosmetic giveaways, if you can see it, is you see this little strip between Swiss and Made?
Yeah.
How it has a little crown on 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
So this one has a little crown. This one does not.
Yeah.
So that, aside from like the size itself, because you can kind of tell the size a little bit, it's a slight difference. So if you're just looking at two black on black side by side, those are going to be some things. One of the main other things I would really mention is the clasp.
That one's a little bit more thicker, yeah.
It's a lot thicker, and some people will actually feel that difference. So I want you to try this on and let me know what you think. So right now, it's probably going to feel like an average sub.
Yeah.
You know?
It feels nice on the wrist, yeah.
It's
Not
nice.
not too heavy or anything.
Not too big, not too heavy. And then I'll put this one on. Yeah,
This one feels a little bit.
That one you got a little bit more substantial.
Yeah.
For there.
Yeah, I can definitely feel it in the face, and it has some little weight, but it's nice. It feels
substantial.
Yes, that's the perfect way to say it.
For a lot of things, you kind of got to gauge your client. If they tend to like the bigger side of the watches, you can easily tell them, hey, 41 is the way to go. And it's, and you're going to get the latest and greatest. Versus the person that maybe is used to, you know, the 38 millimeter range, 39 millimeter, 40 millimeter range. They might not want that extra heft. Well, you can kind of guide them into the 40 millimeter.
Kind of what you're saying is maybe feeling at the client to see if he wants to notice he has something on his wrist, versus kind of for being able to forget about it.
Yeah, no, those are good points. Having that knowledge, having the feel. So trying it on again and seeing how it feels, how it makes you feel, then you can start to kind of build your own opinion and kind of sway them on which one they would potentially want.
Hey, what's up, playa?
What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good. Just working and sitting in front of a computer and getting it done.
Are you by chance close to the area?
I am in McKinney right now.
Oh, McKinney? Okay. Never mind. I was going to ask you for a ginormous favor.
What's going on?
So the guy that I told you we hired, he's bringing in a client today to look at a Pepsi Jubilee, but I don't have one. So I was going to ask if I can borrow yours just to show it, like so you can try it on. That's why I was calling to see if possibly you were in the area.
No, bro. Yeah, I'm currently at my place in McKinney.
I was just shooting my
totally
shot.
Love to, though. Yeah. I mean, I would love to just swing by and kill some time, though. Look at some sick watches too, and hang out with you guys. But
heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, how about next time, man? Shoot your shot next time. It's always a pleasure talking with you. So.
All right, dude. Bet we'll do.
I love the Jubilee. It's definitely gonna get you noticed.
Yeah. It's been more comfortable too.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to see the Jubilee, in the mirror if you like. But I wanted you to at least try this one so you could at least see the colorway on yourself.
I think I do like the jewelry one.
Yeah.
So this one's 50, you said?
This one's, yeah, about 53. So some of these are Yacht Masters, subs right here. This is the Kermit with the aluminum bezel. This is the Hulk with the green bezel, green dial. And this is the Starbucks. I'll show you some.
Where's
Just so you can see kind of the different styles. You have the Roman numeral dial. You know, the marker, just the sticks. And this is the gem dial.
I think the gem's a little too flashy.
Understandable. It seems like you're pretty set on getting that Pepsi.
Yeah.
So feel free to keep looking, but I can tell these guys and we can get started sourcing that. We tried getting one to at least fit you, but there's just some complications in that process. So you could try on, but at least you got to try on the Meteorite one.
Yeah, can I try them both on again?
Yeah, of course. The Pepsi in person, it's beautiful. You know how when we were looking at it, it seemed a little bit darker? I'm actually a fan of that.
I don't know, like, just let me like the new versus the used
price, yeah.
The first Pepsis that came out, like a 2019, they have almost, it looks like a faded bezel when you compare it to the new ones.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he wants the new one. That's what he's kind of bringing up. He's like, I've been doing my research. I know there was a gradual change up to 2018 with new ones.
Yeah, so he wants a newer one?
Yeah.
I know you're Trexen's friend, so I want to do like the best deals we can. So normally you probably go around like 24. I want to say we can get you one around like 23.5 for a brand new 2024 date. If you wanted something like a 2025 right now, because it's the beginning of 2025, there's limited out there, so there's a premium. It'd probably be back to like 24K for like dated this year. But if you are okay with like, you know, last year or like a couple months old or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. I think you get the better value saving that money. The value that you get is that one, if you get a 2025 versus a 24, if you ever go to sell it in the future, like 1 year newer looks nicer, but in all reality of like warranty and all of that, you're only going to get the difference. So like if I get one that's dated last month 2024 versus dated this month 2025, the only difference you're going to get warranty wise is a month. So yeah, pricing wise, if you did want to go like a 2022 or something like that, you'd probably save $1,500 or so. So getting one around like 22, maybe a 2021 you get for 21 and a half around there. So you could save some decent money going older. Just kind of depends on where you want to be at.
Maybe like a 24.
24? Okay.
And it's kind of best of both.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. So yeah, we'll get to looking on that, and then I guess we can send over some options.
Christian, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to meet you.
So my client Andrew just came in, and per the previous conversation with Caleb, I was thinking about how I was going to be able to sell him with the Pepsi Jubilee. So the route we took is I started discussing the differences between the Oyster Steel bracelet and the Jubilee bracelet, while also showcasing the Datejust models just to pique his interest. He saw the color of the Pepsi Jubilee with the white meteorite and immediately fell in love. I got him to try the Batgirl so he could see the Jubilee on his own wrist, and he loved the feel of it. So then we started talking about which models, and that's when I was able to bring Christian and Andrew to the mix, where they were able to use their technical skills and their expertise to really sell him and showcase him all the options to see what he wants and what he likes about different models. And from that point on, he was very clear with his intentions of getting a 2024 Pepsi Jubilee GMT. And we got a deal in the works, and hopefully it will all be smooth.
Literally, I've been so chill with him, like, because it's taken so long, I'm like, it's time to close. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, because he's drawn it out and he knows he has. He says he has. All this stuff. And then, does it have stickers? And Andrew's like, brand new inbox, no stickers! It's like, what?
RJ, if you got a text message that someone asks you, does it have stickers on the watch? And you accidentally send it in all caps, no stickers, brand new, in box, would you think they're yelling at you?
Yeah.
You would?
Thank you, brother. Thank you. See? They're putting it in caps, man. Because he's putting it in caps.
I wouldn't take it that way. Especially after the brand new unboxing, it's like, oh, okay, you just kept this one. Caps off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, no stickers. And he got a little defensive. He's like, why wouldn't I have stickers? I'm talking about the brand new one. I'm talking about the 31.
Whatever.
That's why I don't let Andrew answer on my behalf anymore.
You don't have to let me.
You just can't
Just
trust
go in there and do it.
So I have two clients who are kind of interested in a Milgauss. I'm still relatively new. Like, what's the deal with that type of watch specifically?
Like, are you asking, what is that watch?
Yeah, like specific features, because they've been kind of buzzing around the term about the orange.
Yeah.
And
that was my next question. It depends what era
okay.
they want. Milgauss came with a clear crystal back in the day. Now they have like a green crystal. But every watch you see has a clear crystal, but the Milgauss has a blue crystal,
Right.
which kind of makes it look like greenish. But then the orange hand is the lightning bolt, because that watch was made to be anti-magnetic, meaning someone who's like working in the lab all the time, or maybe even at the airport with like security fences and things like that. What happens if your watch is not anti-magnetic, literally the hand will get stuck and it'll stop the movement. And with this watch, it's anti-magnetic, so that doesn't happen.
On the market, is it a pretty hard watch to get?
So because that watch is discontinued, there is your collector's piece. A collector's piece would be like the year of discontinuation and brand new, but that's gonna come with a premium in price. If he's willing to do like a used piece, which is probably the majority of them, because it's harder to find a new piece on a discontinued piece like that, then he can save some money. Typically, he's probably gonna be paying around 13. If he gets a used one, probably closer to like 11, 12 in that ballpark.
All right, that's it for this week's episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, go down and hit that like button. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe to our channel. We come out with content like this all the time. And that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.